went to Avocado Lake. So I'm starting to call this area now the Cryptid Playground. Okay? The reason why I'm calling that is because just north of here is where I had my dogman encounter. And then we've been having that eye shine in the last video we did. And also there's reports of UFOs out in this area. Sasquatch. I don't know if you've heard, but there's that story of the farmer that had that incident with like 5 Sasquatch on his property. It's under my liked videos. I should say Avocado Lake, Bigfoot, on Orange Orchard. Just look it up. It's on my liked videos. So here's Avocado Lake. Here's the sign. It's on the left. Let's see if we can go in. So again, there's been reports of Sasquatch, UFOs, Dogman, just a lot of strange, crazy stuff out here. So let me pay up and then we'll head into Avocado Lake. Alright, so we're coming into Avocado Lake here. Got paid up. So a lot of reports of Sasquatch here. Rocks being thrown at people. In the evenings, a lot of reports of shadow figures behind the trees. So we're going to take a drive around Avocado Lake. A lot of crazy stuff out here. In the day, the ambient, the feeling of the area, just it's different. As soon as it gets dark, the whole area just changes. The atmosphere just changes. You can feel it. Maybe it has to do with all these power lines. There's a lot of power lines going through here. I don't know. They've come in and cleared out a lot of trees. Ever since that video about those Sasquatch on that farmer's ranch came out about over a year ago, after that video came out, they closed Avocado Lake. And the lake has never been closed that for a while. I think it was closed for about 3 or 4 months. And during that time, they were clearing out a bunch of trees. So they were opening this area, making it more open. So it was kind of suspicious that after that video came out, they closed the park down. People come out here and fish, or just enjoy the park, hang out, barbecue. So on this side of let me see here, the west side of the lake, Kings River runs right behind, right next to it. So look at this area on my left here. So this is the end of the park, but look how dense it is. So the Kings River's on that side, so we'll go through there in a bit here. See how dense it is, how overgrown it is over here on this side. Kings River is running right here on the right side. So this one will run all the way down the valley floor. It'll pass through Sanger, through Wheatley, Kingsburg, all the way down to Hanford. The water comes from Pine Flat Reservoir, where the dam is. And we've made a video about that one too, exploring Pine Flat Reservoir. It's called, the video is called. And that's where the dam is. It comes from up there. All the snow melt comes into that reservoir, and then it comes out of the dam, comes down to Kings River. This is all the snow melt still coming down. So Alan from Squatch Zone just gave us just told us about a video that came out. I believe it was yesterday. I didn't see it, but it came out on the news, the local news, about something big swimming at Pine Flat Reservoir, Pine Flat Lake. So we're gonna go out there and go see if we can see anything out there at the Pine Flat Dam, the Pine Flat Reservoir. We'll take some video. So we're heading out there. Just want to give a shout out to Alan from Squatch Zone, and we'll see what we can find. That right there looks like a leaner. So get a little closer. See that there? Alright, so we just noticed that leaner over here. And then I noticed this right here, this branch, as we were parking here. You know, this is green. There's no rot in it. So it came up from up there. I don't see any rot up there, and the tree is green. So you can tell that this limb was green because you can see the leaves are on here, right? Now they're all dried up, obviously, because it snapped off. But did something snap it off? I can't see it was the wind. I mean, it looks like it looks like it was snapped down this way, like it was grabbed and pulled down. And it's not rotted. It's green. And also, guys, the ground, it's soft, so it's mushy. It's like it has water. There's a lot of water here. That's why it's so green. So it's not dry. You know, the trees aren't dry. I don't know. It seems kind of weird because you got this here, then right behind this there's that leaner. So do they connect? Is it a coincidence? Is it not a coincidence? I don't know. To me, I think it's connected. Okay, so now we're here at the leaner. Okay, so you can see that one. You know how it's snapped down here. Again, it has leaves at the tips, so it's not dead. The branch is not dead. Another thing I just noticed right now, I'm 5'9", okay? So look, something's been stripping the bark, okay? Something's been stripping the bark. Again, I'm 5'9". Look how tall it is from the ground up. So something's been stripping the bark. I mean, again, it's not rotted. You can tell it's green. And look, you got a branch. I don't know, but to me that looks suspicious. You got a branch, you know, stuck in there. It's like it's wedged in there. And then you got a little trail here. I mean, it could be people, but I don't know. Let me see. If you want to take a picture right there.
Sure will.
Again, we're at Avocado Lake. This is at Avocado Lake, so it's pretty thick in here. You can see how tall the grass is. Again, I'm 5'9". It's pretty thick, and again, it's not dry. You can feel it on the ground. It's mushy. So there's water in here. Again, there's somebody's been taking the bark here. Up there. Up there again. We just noticed the other tree. Now that's a dead tree right there. You can tell it's dead, right? But we just noticed like some bark is missing from the trunk. We're gonna go check it out. Okay, so we made it over here to this tree. So obviously this tree is dead. So the bark's missing, but where's the bark? There's no bark on anywhere. You can see something's been going through here. I don't see where the bark's at. There's some berries right here. Back that through there. I don't see anything else. So again, on this branch right here. So to me, either something pulled it down or something heavy was on it, and it snapped this way. I don't see any evidence, like I told you, of rot. You can tell the branch was green because of the leaves on the branches. So it was green. So that takes a lot of force to break. Okay, so again, this is Avocado Lake. Okay, a lot of weird things in this area again. So I'm starting to call it the Cryptid Playground. So I'm trying to get that name out there now. Cryptid Playground. UFOs, alien, dogman, Sasquatch, reptilian, Mothman, pterodactyl. I mean, all in this around, not here in Avocado Lake, but around all this area, reports of different crazy stuff. So also, unfortunately, the lake has had a lot of drownings. Every year there's a lot, there's drownings every year in this lake. And unfortunately, that has that's part of the history of Avocado Lake. It's just a weird area. Again, the Sasquatch, the 5 Sasquatch that were reported in the orchard. I'm not gonna say where it's at or what orchard it is because I didn't get permission, and I'm not gonna say the farmer's name because I didn't get his permission either. But I'll just say it's neighbors to Avocado Lake, so it's a ranch that's neighbors to this lake. So, and I know in the last couple of weeks, he's been hearing and seeing a bunch of crazy stuff out here again. So it's the activity has picked up again. Just like a couple of weeks ago, we were at the bridge, which is north of here. There's the bridge where I had my dogman encounter. So it's over there by that mountain range out there. just north of that, that's where I had my dogman encounter. Just up that ways, and that's where we're capturing the eye shine. So activity has picked up. Um, People say this is a big portal. This whole area is a portal. It's a possibility. I can't. We can't really find any history on this area, which is weird. We went to the library that's close to here. They don't have anything. They told us to go to the main county library, which is in downtown Fresno. And if you want information, you got to go there, and you cannot check out the books. You have to stay there and look for any history about this area, which is kind of odd. That's just weird to me. So we did talk to a local resident up by the bridge, and he told us the history usually is just passed down from what he's heard. The history of this area is passed down to just through generation and generation. There's nothing, since he couldn't find anything also in the library. So he's just heard that the history is just passed down through word of mouth through generations. Just, I don't know, again, it's kind of weird. So let me point out, there's the power lines. So there's a bunch of power lines coming out of the dam. They all come from Pine Flat Dam. So you got power lines up that mountain there. You got power lines coming down this mountain here, and some more that way. So you got a lot of power lines in this area. So everything's coming out of the dam. So, I mean, people say that could be a possibility why there's so much weird activity. The electromagnetic field is so amped up here in this area. It's so concentrated. You know, if there was a natural vortex, then that electromagnetic, you know, these power lines are actually amping up the vortex. And there was also a story. Well, actually, I was able to see the trunk. I don't think I put it on, I've mentioned it in any videos, but here on the property, just where we came in, there was the Virgin Mary that appeared on the tree trunk, just like this tree. The image of the Virgin Mary appeared on the tree trunk. And that was close to the entrance, a little bit north of the entrance of Avocado Lake. And this was years back already. And a lot of people, with the Catholic religion, a lot of followers started coming out here and leaving flowers and praying out here, almost making it like an altar, you know, leaving gifts. And they would come in and to that tree trunk and they start praying because it did look like the image of the Virgin Mary. And a lot of people were starting to come out and leaving all those flowers and candles around that tree trunk. And then some people were getting upset. It came to a point where the tree was cut down by a person, and that person tried to now this is how the story goes, that person that cut that tree down, he tried to burn it right after he cut it down. So he poured gasoline. This is what I was told. He poured gasoline on the tree trunk, and the tree trunk would not turn on. It wouldn't catch fire. He would somebody was watching him that told me the story, and he said that he was throwing matches and nothing, and it wouldn't turn on. So you take that as you want. That tree trunk, it's been taken away from the property to a secure location. I'm not going to say where it's at. I've seen it. And yeah, I believe it was, you know, the image of the Virgin Mary. Just because of that, of what that gentleman did, he cut that tree down and he poured gasoline all over it, and it wouldn't take, you know, it didn't catch fire. You take it as you want. But that's a story that's part of this this lake also. Oh, and connected to that story is what this gentleman told me. A a charter bus came one day to where that property where that trunk is, that tree trunk with the image, and a charter bus came to his property, and some monks started coming out of the charter bus. They started coming out of the charter bus, and he was surprised to see monks, and the only one that knew English was the driver. And he asked the driver, what's going on? What are they doing here? He said they had a vision, or they had heard of something sacred on this property, that they had to come and they had to pray. So yeah, sure enough, the monks got off the bus, they prayed on that property for I don't know a couple hours. They got back on the bus and left. But these were monks, and they were from the Himalayas. Okay, so we're over here back at the Kings River. We walked from the lake. What I noticed was some branches on the ground. We'll show you in a bit. But it looked like it was like an arrow pointing this way, so we started walking the way it looked like it was pointing, and we ended up finding this little trail, and it's straight across from those. It looks like a marker down there, so I'll show you in a bit. But there's a trail. You can see the trail coming through here. It leads back all the way back to the river, and then if you see across this river here, you see almost like an entry on the other side of the river right there, and one right there, and then you see some snaps back in there, and again over there also. Just wanted to point that out. Is it a coincidence that marker, that what looks like a marker, was facing this way, connected us to this trail, and then you look across the river here at the end of the trail, looks like entrances. We got some snaps over there. I don't know. Some entries. Let me point them out again. You got some entries right there, an entry there. You got some more entries over there. So this whole area right here looks kind of squatchy.
No.
All right, so here it is. This is the pieces of wood I was talking to you about. Looks like an arrow pointing that way, and that's where we came from. So we were over there. So, I don't know. If you look right here, you can see the trail. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see the trail. And it lines up straight to this arrow. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. See the entry just to the right of that sign over there. This thing's kind of weird. Alright, so now we're going to just this dirt trail here. It's on the side of the Avocado Lake. It's between the Kings River and Avocado Lake. So we'll have the river on the left and we'll have the lake on the right. See if we see any structures or anything out of the ordinary. going. It's moving. That water's cold. That looks like a leaner there. And then again on the trunks, you can see like the bark has been stripped off. And on the other side, it looks like another snap. You see me go a little forward here. You can see the top's been snapped, or yeah, right there, right at the tip there. And again, the tree's green. All right, the tree is green again. Either something heavy was on it, or something pulled it down. I don't know. It's just that looks suspicious to me. So now we're at the north side of the lake. We just finished driving on that dirt road. Go around. Guys, so that was the little tour of Avocado Lake, or as I call it, the Cryptid Playground. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please share, like it, subscribe. Thank you.